Hello cozy friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video I wanted to do something rather different, something a little inspiring for those of you who are just starting out with your bullet journals, or for those of you who kind of just need some inspiration. So today I'm just going to use my Tombow brush markers, some pens, and my Rhodia notebook here that I love to use whenever I'm hand lettering or just practicing my writing or anything like that. The paper is just super soft and it works really great, especially if you're one that wants to really practice writing. So without further ado, I want to encourage you to become a cozy friend if you haven't already by subscribing and hitting that notification bell so you can be notified the next time that I upload. And also follow me on social media if you want some more inspiration. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So here are all my items. If you want, go ahead, grab your own brush pens, your own markers, anything that you want, and follow along with me. It's gonna be a great time. So for the first one that I did here, I did it more like a banner, so to speak. I just drew in 3 little boxes, and these little boxes are actually going to have the word inside it. So I did some drop shadows behind the boxes to give it more of a 3D effect, and then I went ahead and wrote in my word, which I just wrote in pen. And I went ahead and colored in that drop shadow to give it that dimension that we were looking for. And I added some lines just, to snazz it up a little bit more. And that is the first one. My second one, I wanted to give it kind of like a highlighted effect, so to speak. So I went in with my gel pen, which unfortunately was drying out. The next one, I used my brush pen yet again, and I went ahead and outlined just the edges of it to make it look like the word is popping off the paper. I kind of feel like it was a great effect. Super easy to do. My next one, all I did was write out a word, which was cool, and then I went ahead and added these drop shadows inside the word itself to kind of give it a little bit of more dimension, so to speak. And per usual, I did go back in, and by the way, please excuse my pen, it was running out of ink. But I did go back in and add some lines just on the bottom half of the word, just to give it a little bit more life, and then I did color it in with my Tombow brush pens. Number 5 was a little different from the other two. I went ahead and did these kind of block letters, and I added drop shadows behind them, again, to give them a little bit more dimension. And what's great about these is you can really do anything with these types of letters, with these block letters that is. You can draw circles in them or draw lines as I did, and then color in the drop shadow behind it if you'd like. Number 6 was also a little bit different. I just wrote the word boo, and then I added these kind of like dripping effects of paint or slime, whatever you would like to imagine that it is. With this one, I was feeling a little bit more artsy, and I tried to do kind of like a plaid effect with these words. I just used my Tombow markers and my brush pens to give it this type of look. What's great about these pens is that they can be used to overlap each other very nicely, as you can see. And all I did was write hello, and I kind of did like a fake calligraphy feel to it. This one, I just did something really small. I made it look like the word wow was jumping off the page. And then with this hey, I was inspired by my last one and wanted to make it look like the letters themselves were jumping up and down by adding these marks. Number 11 was something really cute if you wanted to do kind of like a habit tracker or something. All you did was draw like these lines and then add the word hello hanging on to the bottom of it like I did. And then with this one specifically, all I did was just kind of make it seem like it was inside of a box and then added a little bit of shine to it. This one was one of my favorites, I have to say, something super minimalistic. All I did was add these little lines and just wrote the words in it, and then kind of made it look like it was all connected together. This one I feel is like one of the most basic lettering, as if you can call it that. Basic lettering is just making this kind of like washi tape look and then adding a drop shadow to it. And then of course, if you wanted to add a little dimension box on the bottom like I did, you can do that as well. But that's super basic, super easy. And then I also did this one. I added a box and just made like a little drop shadow to it and just wrote Sunday in it as if it was on a sticky note. And then I just decorated the little drop shadow behind it. This one was kind of the same thing. I just drew a rectangle, added a drop shadow behind it with some dots, and just abbreviated Wednesday. It's super fun to do little boxes like that, and super minimalistic and easy. And then with this one I was feeling a little more creative with. You can just add a color scheme, a few of your favorite lines, and then just go ahead and write in the center of it. 18, I just wrote out the day of the week, but something different that I did with it was I only colored in the center of these words and then went ahead and added these dots. It kind of reminded me of the font for Friends. And then with this one, I just added a bunch of lines and then just wrote in the center of it. And surprisingly, these little minimalistic things can make your spread look really beautiful. And this one's one of my favorite ones. Before I started learning how to do calligraphy, I did faux calligraphy, which was this. All I did was write out the word in regular handwriting, and then I went ahead and accented the downstrokes to all of them. This one was also really cute. All I did was just make a little scribble, and then I added a bunch of dots around it to kind of make it look like the word was disintegrating, so to speak. So with this, you can add as many or as little dots as you want, but I really wanted to go for as many since it does say snow, and I kind of wanted it to seem like there was snow around it, or like I said before, more of a disintegrated look. 22 was just a little talk bubble. I feel like a lot of people underestimate the cuteness of a talk bubble, and I feel like we should use these more often, to be honest. 23, we're getting closer to the end. I was not running out of inspiration. Honestly, I feel like I got more inspiration the more I went on. With this one, I just added the lines and then I kind of traced over them with the word that I was trying to go for. For this one, I did the simple giant lettering and then I just added handwriting in the center of the word. And then with this one, it was a cute little ribbon effect. I feel like a lot of people stray away from these because they don't know what to do, but it's super easy, super cute, can really bring your page to life. But other than that, that's all I've got all 25 lettering ideas for your bullet journals or just journals. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was so much fun to make, to sit down and try to figure out different ways to show you how you can get the most out of your bullet journaling and just show you some inspiration for lettering overall. I really love spending this time with you, and I wanted to thank you all so much, so much for hanging out with me. But if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you can be notified the next time I upload, which is every Wednesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And also, if you're looking for some extra content or you would just like to support me on my other social medias, you can go ahead and follow me on Instagram at RoseLatteGirl, as well as TikTok and Twitter and all the grams. Anyway, thank you guys so much again for hanging out with me. You guys are amazing and I appreciate you all so much. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!